Hi, my name is Richard Parr, and I'm trying to do a documentary on big issue sellers and trying to find out what the public think about them in one word. If you had to describe a big issue seller in one word, what would it be?
Rough.
In your face.
In your face, yeah. In your face.
Polite.
It's a nuisance.
I can't.
Are these opinions correct? I'm going to try and find out and follow a big issue seller named Leighton for the day. Good day?
Not too bad, not too
You
bad.
sold many?
Sold a couple.
Sold a couple?
of mags, yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear me, man. So
Yeah,
where
so-
did you stay last night?
I stopped last night at, just on somebody's sofa,
Yeah?
just sofa surfing last night.
Yeah.
You know,
So
just
where do you usually sleep?
Here, there and everywhere, wherever I can get my head down, really. You know what I mean?
How long have you been a big issue seller?
Been selling a big issue now, on and off for 7 years, as I've been homeless, and then I've had somewhere to live, then I stopped, and then, but yeah, it's about 7 years now.
It's like, what did you do before then?
Before I saw the big issue, I was a bit of a rogue and I used to get into trouble all the time.
Yeah.
And then, I became homeless and living in hostels, knocking around with the wrong people. And I got myself into trouble. I went to prison, and then when I got out of prison, I started selling a big issue. And then I haven't looked back ever since. I've been in trouble since.
How was it in prison?
I thought it would have been really hard, but it wasn't. It's just like being in a hostel where you can't leave, basically.
You know, if you didn't, wasn't a big issue seller, what would you want to be?
Gosh, I'd like to have my own market stall or have my own shop. Yeah, I'd like to have my own business.
What profit do you get from the big issue?
I make 80p off each copy, and that's at £1.50.
And what do big issue do with the profit? What?
The big issue, what, the company?
Yeah.
With their profit, I don't know what they do with the profit.
How did you get your post here? Is it just random?
Well, there's a board at the office, and it's got all the pictures on, or designated pictures, and you book a pitch 3 days in a row, and it becomes your regular pitch.
Okay.
So that's how I've claimed it as my pitch, because I worked it 3 days in a row at the beginning.
So-
But if I don't work it for 3 days in a row, and someone else books it 3 days in a row, it becomes
Their
their pitch. So you have to work it
Yeah.
at least.
So you're not coming here when you want. You've got to be here
I've got
every
to be
day.
here, yeah, well, at least 5 days a week.
Yeah.
When there's a vendor on Body Shop, which is the next pitch down from me,
Yeah.
that affects my custom, because a lot of people are walking up that way. But when there's nobody on the Body Shop, then I do seem to do a lot better. So the money that I used, the biggest shoes that I sold earlier, the money that I made from them, I buy more big issues, spend all of that on big issues, so then I've got like a load of big issues, and then I can start making a bit of profit then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, man.
So I just saved enough money to get something to eat, and then I'll be back on my pitch and rearing to go.
So how can you afford a Subway then? Because obviously, Subway is like a big corporate thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I only get a Subway because I got the vouchers.
Yeah.
Just see the guy in town every day handing the vouchers out there where I sell big issues.
Yeah.
So luckily, I seen one on the floor the other day, one of the vouchers, so I just picked it up.
You know, if you were like in a government, some power, if you had some power in the world, what would you do for homeless people?
Well, I'd get all them like derelict buildings that I walk past and see that they've just been there for a couple of years, just stood there, nothing done to them, and I'd turn them into like night shelters.